What you do in the last hour before sleep decides whether your muscles are protected or quietly disappear overnight. And most people never realize how powerful this time really is. As the body ages, nighttime becomes a crossroads, a moment when your system chooses between repair and breakdown. During sleep, your muscles are either given the signal to stay strong or slowly told they are no longer needed. This decision is not random, and it is not simply part of getting older. It is shaped by the messages you send your body right before you lie down. Gentle movement in the evening tells your brain that your muscles are still active and important. Calm breathing lowers stress hormones that silently eat away at muscle tissue. A small amount of nourishment provides the raw materials your body needs to preserve strength through the night. When these signals are missing, the body shifts into conservation mode, pulling nutrients from muscle and allowing strength to fade little by little. This is why many seniors wake up feeling weaker even after a full night of sleep. It is not laziness and it is not failure. It is biology responding to silence. The body always adapts to what it is shown. When the evening is spent completely inactive, tense, or under-fueled, the body learns to let go of muscle. When the evening includes light activation, calmness, and support, the body learns to protect what it has. This final hour is not about effort or exhaustion. It is about communication. Slow, intentional movements remind your nervous system that balance and strength still matter. Relaxation tells your hormones that it is safe to repair instead of destroy. Proper timing of nourishment ensures muscles are not sacrificed to keep other systems running. Over time, these small signals accumulate into real physical changes that you can feel in your legs, your arms, your posture, and your confidence. The last hour before sleep is not just the end of your day. It is the foundation for how your body will function tomorrow, and the choices made in this quiet window shape how strength is carried forward into the years ahead. Your muscles don't disappear because of age alone. They disappear because the body stops receiving the right signals at night, and this misunderstanding keeps many seniors trapped in quiet decline. As the years pass, the body becomes more selective about what it maintains, and muscle is expensive tissue to keep. If the brain does not sense regular use, safety, and support, it slowly begins to let muscle fade away to conserve energy. This process happens most strongly during sleep, when the body reorganizes, repairs, and reallocates resources. Nighttime is when muscle can either be protected or taken apart, depending on what the body believes is necessary for survival. When evenings are spent completely still, stressed, or undernourished, the message sent to the body is simple and dangerous. Strength is no longer required. Balance is no longer essential. Power can be reduced. The body listens carefully to this message and responds without emotion. But the opposite is also true. When the body senses gentle use before rest, it understands that muscle is still needed for daily life. When stress levels drop, destructive hormones quiet down and repair hormones rise. When a small amount of nourishment is present, the body no longer needs to borrow from muscle tissue to support vital organs. These signals are subtle but powerful, especially for aging bodies that depend more on clarity than intensity. Many seniors believe they need to work harder to stop muscle loss, when in reality they need to work smarter. Small movements slow tension, and calm routines communicate far more effectively than exhausting effort. The body is not looking for punishment, it is looking for purpose. Each evening becomes a conversation between you and your nervous system, a chance to say that strength still matters, that movement is still part of life, and that the body is still valued. Over time, this conversation reshapes how the body behaves, how it repairs itself, and how it carries you through each day. Muscle does not vanish overnight from aging alone. It fades when the body is left without guidance, and the simplest nighttime signals can gently remind it to hold on. Every night after you fall asleep, your body decides whether to keep your muscles or quietly erase them, going to bed calm, lightly nourished, and gently activated tells your body to repair muscle instead of breaking it down. And this message becomes more important with every passing year. As we age, the nervous system becomes more sensitive to stress and uncertainty, and nighttime stress signals can quietly undo much of what we try to protect during the day. When the mind is overstimulated before sleep, the body releases hormones designed for survival, not restoration. These hormones raise inflammation, interfere with repair, and encourage the body to pull energy from muscle tissue while you rest. This is why restless nights are often followed by weakness, stiffness, and a feeling that the body is heavier or harder to move. Before, sleep is not a luxury, it is a biological requirement for muscle preservation. When the nervous system feels safe, the body shifts into a repair focused state where growth hormone increases and muscle breakdown slows. This calm does not come from forcing sleep, but from easing the body into rest through simple rituals. Gentle breathing, slower movements, reduced light, and mental quiet all signal that danger has passed and repair can begin. At the same time, a small amount of nourishment before bed reassures the body that it does not need to dismantle muscle to survive the night. Aging bodies do not store protein as efficiently, and without support, they borrow from muscle during sleep. Providing even a modest source of protein helps protect against this loss and supports overnight maintenance. Combined with light muscle activation earlier in the evening, this creates a powerful trio of signals that guide the body toward preservation rather than decline. None of this requires effort, strain, or discipline in the traditional sense. It requires awareness and an intention. The body is not demanding more work. It is asking for clearer communication. Each calm evening becomes a quiet vote in favor of strength, balance, and independence. Over weeks and months, these votes accumulate, shaping how the body responds to aging itself. Strength is not only built through action, it is protected through rest done correctly, and the way you prepare for sleep can gently determine whether your muscles are renewed or slowly released as the night unfolds. Small actions done consistently before bed can reshape how your body ages. And this truth is often overlooked because it feels too simple to matter. Many seniors believe that strength is only built through hard work during the day, long walks, exercise programs, or effort that leaves them tired. While daytime movement is important, the body does not decide what to keep during activity. It decides during rest. Sleep is when the body evaluates what is still useful and what can be reduced. If the signals before sleep are weak or confusing, the body quietly assumes that muscle is no longer a priority. This is why decline can happen even in people who try to stay active. The body needs repetition, reassurance, and clarity. Gentle movement in the evening, even for a few minutes, reminds the nervous system that strength still serves a purpose. Calm routines lower internal stress and shift hormones toward repair. Simple nourishment provides insurance, so muscle tissue is not used as fuel overnight. These actions may feel small, but the body measures patterns, not intensity. A single night does not change much, but dozens of nights quietly rewrite the body's expectations. Over time, muscles respond by holding their size, their tone, and their ability to support balance and movement. This is how independence is preserved, not through dramatic effort, but through steady signals that say the body is still needed and still valued. Many people wait until weakness becomes obvious before trying to fix it. But the body responds best when it is guided early and gently. Each evening offers an opportunity to interrupt decline before it becomes visible. This is especially powerful for seniors because the aging body adapts quickly when it finally receives consistent information. It does not argue, it does not resist, it simply responds. What feels like a quiet routine becomes a daily investment in standing up with ease, walking with confidence, and trusting your own strength. Aging does not steal muscle suddenly. It slowly negotiates it away when the body is left without direction, and these small nighttime habits close that negotiation by reminding the body that strength is still part of life and worth keeping. Your body is still listening even now, and it responds far more to consistency than to intensity, especially as you get older. Many seniors believe they have missed their chance, that once muscle is gone, it cannot be influenced anymore. But the human body does not work on deadlines the way we think it does. It works on patterns. It listens every day, every evening, every night, and it quietly adjusts based on what it experiences most often. When the body repeatedly senses stillness, stress, and neglect before sleep, it adapts by letting strength fade. When it repeatedly senses gentle use, calm signals, and support, it adapts by holding on. This is not motivation, it is biology. The muscles, the nerves, and the hormones are in constant conversation, and they respond best to simple, repeated messages rather than dramatic effort. A short routine done most nights speaks louder than a hard workout done once in a while. Aging muscles are not stubborn, they are cautious. They need reassurance that they are still required for daily life. Each evening becomes a quiet check in where the body decides whether to maintain or reduce. This is why consistency before bed matters so much. It creates predictability, and predictability creates safety for the nervous system. When the body feels safe, it invests in repair. When it feels uncertain, it conserves by breaking things down. Many people underestimate how quickly the body adapts once it receives the right signals regularly. Within weeks, muscles begin to feel more responsive. Movements feel smoother. Balance feels more reliable. Confidence returns not because the body suddenly became younger, but because it finally understood what was being asked of it. There is no need to rush this process or force results. The body prefers calm guidance over pressure. Small actions repeated night after night quietly shape the future of strength far more than occasional bursts of effort ever could. This is empowering because it means progress does not depend on perfection. Missing a night does not erase the pattern. What matters is returning to it gently and consistently. Aging is not a straight decline, it is a response to information. And the information you give your body before sleep is some of the most influential it ever receives. When you show up for yourself in these small ways, your body responds with loyalty, adapting to preserve strength, movement, and independence for as long as it is guided to do so